This was a Greek pagan concept that came into church later. And the law that they're referring here to is found in Deuteronomy 21, verses 22 and 23. Deuteronomy 21, verses 22 and 23. Open your Bibles with me. If a man has committed a sin worthy of death, and he is put to death, and you hang him on a tree, his body shall not remain overnight on a tree, but you shall surely bury him the day, so that you do not defile the land which the Lord your God is giving you as an inheritance. For he who is hanged is accursed of God. Let me give you a quick comparison between dying by stoning and dying by hanging on a tree. If a person is condemned to die by stoning, while he is being stoned and dying, he may turn to God in repentance and have hope for eternal life. But if a person is condemned to die, and the judge will say, after you are killed, you will be hanged on a tree, that meant irrevocable curse of God, the equivalent of the second death. That meant to be forsaken by the life giver. The person was finished. Let me give you a couple of references. One is biblical, one is historical. In Joshua chapter 8 and 9, there's a story when he led Israelites into the promised land. 5 kings joined forces and fought against Israel. They knew what happened in Egypt. And 430 years before, they were witnessed by Abraham about their Creator. And now, as God is coming with His children, instead of opening the doors of their hearts and their cities, they joined forces and fought against God's people. God gave victory to Israelites. Joshua captured these 5 kings, brought them before Israelites, and he said, paraphrasingly, that these people are not your enemies, they are enemies of God. Therefore you shall kill them and hang them on a tree. Why? To show that irrevocable curse of God was upon these people. Now, historical reference. When in 70 AD the Jews rebelled against Rome and the temple was destroyed, Romans were crucifying 50 Jews every day. Those who rebelled against Rome. These people were heroes of Israel. They were fighting for the freedom of their nation. In many countries, for the heroes of the nation, we build monuments. Did you know that Jewish historians never mention in their writings the names of heroes who were crucified? Because for them, they never existed. They considered them to be accursed of God. And when Jesus was in the temple and he said these words, destroy this temple and in 3 days I will raise it up, the Jews actually understood that he meant his own body. At the time of Jesus, the high priest was Caiaphas. Caiaphas belonged to the party of Sadducees. Sadducees did not believe in resurrection. Jesus challenged their belief by raising people from the dead. And by raising people from the dead and saying that he will rise in 3 days, guess what happened? The Sadducees became the most bitter enemies of Jesus. That's why they were stirring up the crowd to cry out, crucify him, crucify him.